First thing I got to ask is, do we have to schedule bathroom breaks like every 20 minutes? Is that
Perfect. Yeah, definitely. That would be great.
okay? Yeah, you just give us a signal.
You'll see the panic in my eyes. I feel like on my podcast, I try to play it cool, even though everyone like knows I pee all the time. But you'll just start seeing like me like start fidgeting or like going like this with my hair or like my leg just starts moving, and I'm like, I should just go. Just go.
Now when I watch, I'm going to be watching for the tell. Like
now we know.
I'll be looking for the edit.
Yeah.
But so what do you prep for that? You're so used to it by now, but you never really get used to it.
No, because it's just so weird how inconsistent it is.
Okay.
Now is this
Like
only when you're drinking alcohol?
No, so I just
okay.
have good days and bad days. Like alcohol and coffee makes it worse.
Yeah.
But like some episodes I'll be drinking coffee or drinking and I won't have to go at all. And then that's what you just can't plan for, like when it's gonna act up, when it's gonna be a little brat and have to go all the time.
Oh, that's funny.
So and did you find this out the hard way that
Oh yeah. I mean, where it's good we got rid of that couch because
oh
I think the couch saw enough pee. I really should be making money off of all this pee, but
right?
you probably could have sold it. Yeah.
There is a market for that. Believe me, we've talked. We could get you in touch with some people.
Some OnlyFans and
all right, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
a soak filled couch cushion that could go for big dollars. Wow.
I mean, that one girl sold a fart in a jar.
For a lot of them. For a lot of money.
A lot of farts.
Welcome, fellow lushes. Come on in, pull up a bar stool, and enjoy some cocktails with Dimples and the Beard.
All right. Welcome back, fellow lushes. Another episode of Cocktails with Dimples and the Beard. And that's 2 episods in a row. I got the name right on the first
Look at you go. Oh,
first try.
the tavern's open.
The tavern is now open. Wow, I dramatic paused that thing like on every word. The tavern.
Yeah, that's all right.
If anybody has heard our trailer on Electrocast, well, on probably all our audio only now, our Electrocast promo, they'll know what we're talking about.
Hell yeah. Well, you're listening to Electrocast. Go check us out on all the social media platforms. Share them if you'd like. Please go like, subscribe. We appreciate it. Leave a comment. That's what we appreciate.
Call us
a freaking mushroom head.
Like the mushroom head or a mushroom head? Like
any mushroom head you'd like.
You will personally come over and stamp you if you would like.
What do you think I was influenced by that one tonight?
Oh, Hemper. So tonight,
check them out.
Tonight,
love them.
Another beautiful, funny woman going to be on the podcast, entertaining us for a bit. Mandy Martino.
She's entertaining.
She's in with our favorite group of comics. She hangs with Josh. She hangs with Chase. She hangs with Sarah Fatimi. She knows them all.
She's a funny gal.
She's funny.
She's a funny gal. She'll give us a little history of herself and make us laugh.
Or we're just gonna be like, when she comes on, be like, okay, be funny.
Go. What do you got? An hour? Go.
Just do your special.
Do your time.
Just do your special. We promise we will be a captive audience. No, we're gonna talk to her about a lot of things, including chop chop. Chop chop.
Horror movies. That's just a good way to start because they make so many of them.
I fucking love horror movies. I can't help it.
And they just are all kind of the same.
I'm just gonna put this. I'm putting this out into the universe because
I'm gonna write a horror movie.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put this into the universe because I just saw Terrifier 1 and 2 and love them, and I'm trying hard to get somebody from that movie onto our podcast.
Talk about that movie. Let's talk about that series and where it's going, where it's been, where it's going.
I'm putting it into the universe.
I got them coming. They'll be here tomorrow. Not that nobody cares, but then I'll be watching them.
Yeah. Well, because you watch the old school way. You watch like the 72-year-old you are.
Yes.
And you get them on VHS.
Yes.
And Yeah.
Actually, a projector.
I got to hand turn it. Yeah.
And I put it up against the wall.
Yeah. One of the greatest kill scenes in any horror movie
I did last weekend because I found as I was going through stuff when I was a kid, old 16 millimeter.
Yeah.
We had a camera.
Yeah.
4 of them. I brought them in to get converted to DVDs.
Oh.
No idea. I don't remember what's on them.
Wait, they're of you?
They're of us as children.
Oh, I was going to say, because I wouldn't, if I were you,
as I told the guy, I'm like, I'm not responsible for what you see on these.
I would not process film of something you don't know what it is. I have a bad feeling for you.
I mean, it's developed. So I mean, I could have sat there and done this. It's just they're converting it over.
Right. Yeah, they get the tedious job of putting it through the machine.
He said he goes, I'll do this before I start my 15,000 feet. I have to convert for a lady.
15,000 feet.
Film.
That's almost 3 miles.
He's like, I'll do yours first.
Yours is like a half a mile.
Yeah, I don't even know what he said. Yeah.
What does it cost you to do that?
I don't know. Yeah, he isn't. I didn't ask. Money's no object.
It must be nice.
This isn't my childhood.
This is not out of the business budget, is it?
Well, we talked about it, so yes.
Are we? Yeah, we talked about it. It's a business. It's a write-off.
I don't know. We'll see. It can't be too much. I think we'll see. It can't make too bad. Shooting Star. That's where I take it to.
Shooting Star.
Done other stuff for me.
I don't know why I just did that.
I think you just wanted to.
Really?
Go with it. What do you feel? Go with it. That's the way it is in life. That's the way I feel. It's in your head. You feel good. Just do it.
We went from doing not a lot of podcasts to a lot of podcasts all of a sudden.
Seemed like it was a big gap.
We did have a big gap. Now we've had,
So now
we're rolling.
pounding them out.
We're rolling. I don't know if you want to.
What? 7 seconds.
What?
Oh,
Pounding them out. I think we got a creepy for what we said in Jonah's intro. We may want to
pretty mellow.
Tame it down a
That
little
one
bit.
we were on fire.
Apparently
for some reason we were
creepy. You're creepy if you talk about masturbating.
I think we talked nonstop about stuff, and then we just kept rolling.
We're two dudes.
No, I'm just saying like this one hasn't been bad,
When the camera turns on.
but that one was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Or I mean, that was like, oh gosh, yeah. Anybody watch that? So here we are back again for more. Oh, look at that! You should never keep a pretty lady waiting.
Back again for more. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're back again for more fun and excitement.
Tag team back again. Wreck it, check it. Let's begin. Party on, party people. Okay.
Wow.
Anyway, without further ado, Mandy Martino.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good.
Fantastic.
Good. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for getting here. I'm stuck at work, huh?
I was like in this meeting and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, no, that's all right. We our podcast night are our podcast nights. We're just hanging out anyway. So we do some business stuff and get that out of the way while we're
tapped into the spicy margarita a little bit before.
Oh my gosh, I am so jealous. I did not have time to go get the goods. This is my absolute favorite. How is it?
It's good. It's good. I got to ask you, how do you make yours? Because he just muddled a jalapeno into the margarita.
Oh yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll do cucumber, and then I'll do a tahini rim.
Okay.
And
well, you're fancy.
We got.
I go all out when I do it.
We got basic bitch margaritas.
Low sugar ones. What are those ones? The skinny girl.
Yeah.
No,
they don't taste as good.
No, but we need the good stuff.
So thank you for joining us, Mandy Martino. We love your comedy, and we always get excited to talk to comedians, and glad we finally got to do this. So we really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I love your setup.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we've been doing it for 2 years now. We're on episode 100 and something or other. Yeah.
Nice.
We're still not good at it, but that's okay. I mean, we're still winging it every freaking time. So what are you gonna do?
I do the same.
Right? I know we just did a in-house with like 2 guests, so we had like 5 of us around, and the audio is so bad because all the mics are cutting out. And I'm like, we have no idea what we're doing.
So bad.
So
bad.
But usually the Zoom ones turn out all right. So
yeah. All right. Well, we got this.
Well, you're an expert. You got a podcast of your own.
There it is. Behind me. Got a new setup, which I'm excited about. I just moved to a bigger place. So now I have a separate place for the podcast.
I was going to say, because that doesn't look familiar. I'm like, usually you're on a couch. And
Yeah,
Yep.
all new.
have you shot one here yet?
Yeah, I've shot 2.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
I don't think I don't think they're out yet, are they?
Just one.
Just one of
Or
them?
Okay.
The second one just came out. So
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
How do you enjoy doing that?
It's-
Podcasting.
Oh, I love it. I'm newer though than you guys. I'm on episode 36. It's crazy. Like it seems like I've done so many and I've been doing it for so long, but 36 sounds like nothing.
I know. I mean, even the 100 that we've done, it when you look at other people, it's like, wow, we are,
We're just getting going.
That's okay.
Getting past 100 though, that's a good mark.
Yeah. It was we ate one chip challenge for our 100th episode and nearly died. So it was not a pleasant evening.
Wait, you did what?
The one chip challenge.
I don't know what that is.
It's like one tortilla chip that is incredibly
It's
spicy.
Ghost pepper on it, and I forget the other one.
I don't know.
It comes literally one chip. It comes in a sealed bag that they
No.
don't want you to touch with your human hand. And yeah, it was the hottest thing I've ever had
It was terrible.
in my life.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you should go big on your 100th and celebrate like that, or
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Okay,
But
first thing
I'll
I gotta.
definitely-
No, go ahead. I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna say I'll definitely make spicy margaritas for the 100th, but I don't know about a
Well, that's
spicy.
it.
First thing I gotta ask is, do we have to schedule bathroom breaks like every 20 minutes? Is that
Perfect. Yeah, definitely. That would be great.
okay? Yeah, you just give us a signal.
You'll see the panic in my eyes. I feel like on my podcast, I try to play it cool, even though everyone like knows I pee all the time. But you'll just start seeing like me like start fidgeting or like going like this with my hair, or like my leg just starts moving, and I'm like, I should just go. Just go.
Now when I watch, I'm gonna be watching for the tell. Like
Now we know.
I'll be looking for the
She's
edit.
going.
Like,
Yeah.
But so what do you prep for that? You're so used to it by now, but you never really get used to it.
No, because it's just so weird how inconsistent it is.
Okay.
now is this
Like
only when you're drinking alcohol?
No, so I
Oh,
just have good days and bad days. Like
Okay.
alcohol and coffee makes it worse.
Yeah.
But like some episodes I'll be drinking coffee or drinking and I won't have to go at all. And then that's what you just can't plan for, like when it's gonna act up. When it's gonna be a little brat and have to go all the time.
Oh, that's funny.
So and did you find this out the hard way that
Oh yeah. I mean, it's good we got rid of that couch because I think the couch saw enough pee. I really should be making money off of all this pee, but
Right?
you probably could have sold it? Yeah.
There is a market for that. Believe me, we've talked. We could get you in touch with some people.
Some OnlyFans and
all right, I'll let you know.
a soak filled couch cushion that could go for big dollars. Wow.
I mean, that one girl sold a fart in a jar.
For a lot of them, for a lot of money.
A lot of farts.
Wait.
A hero.
Which reminds me, your parody of A Quiet Place, the trailer is fantastic.
Thank you so much.
And I was so confused because I'm like, wait, this is the because I thought it would be all parody. And I'm like, wait, this is the trailer. And then there she is in the bathroom.
Yeah, that was fun to do. That's a while ago.
Yeah.
You do a lot of shorts and short movies, but do you enjoy those reels and just coming up with them?
Yeah, I'm currently pivoting to try to think of like a new style because I feel like I'm at like a little hole. Like, I don't know. I just need more growth with where I'm at with reels, and there's so much competition. So I think I have a new plan. So
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
it'll be coming out soon. I'm going to start filming, and I started, but I'm stocking up before I start posting them.
Nice.
So I don't get ahead of myself.
So do you kind of set aside time to do, like put everything down onto video and then come back and edit it and turn it in and then slowly put it out?
Yeah, I try to stock up before I start anything just so I don't get too overwhelmed
Yeah.
because I'm always so busy. But yeah, I'll plan out days to film, and then it always gets messed up though. It's like I always am planning and I'm always messing up my plans.
Yeah, creating content has become it's just a crazy, crazy job. So
Yeah.
Full-time job.
Yeah.
It can be for some. So
Oh my God, podcast and that you're like, I just need all the money so that I can just focus on this. It takes up so much time, but I definitely love it.
Are you a one-man operation on all your stuff, or do you have anybody who helps you edit or anything?
All me.
Yeah.
I have my friend Everett who I'll call. He's an editor. So if I'm ever stumped or have a question, which to have someone to call
Yeah.
is amazing because YouTube, you just go down all these rabbit holes and lead to nothing. So
Yeah.
I have a go-to, call a friend, but I do everything myself.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So you are definitely busy and stand up. So let's get into stand up and how you got
Yeah.
started there. You're from Florida.
Mhm.
And so what gave you the bug to start on stand up?
So I wanted to be on SNL my whole life. I always watched it growing up. So I went to school for business. I wanted to move to LA always, but my
Okay.
parents were like, you have to get your degree first. So I just did business because I'm not like a theater kid. I couldn't go that route for a degree. So I was like, like don't put me with those people.
You have an actual viable backup with a business major.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's a business, right?
Yeah, right.
So I just got my business degree. And then while I was in college, I went to Saks Comedy Lab. It's an improv school. It's where Wayne Brady went, which is
Oh,
all of their walls are just covered with pictures of Wayne Brady.
nice.
I mean, I'd hold on to that one too. It's a good one.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I went there and then because I was like SNL improv. And I had the last level of the improv school to do. And I was about to move to LA, but then I decided to wait throughout the summer to save up more. And then I went to sign up and it was full. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll look at the Orlando Improv and see if they have classes, like stand-up classes. And they did. So I ended up never finishing Saks and then starting stand-up classes. And I did 2 classes there, which is awesome because there's this guy, Carmen Valone, who still does stand up in Orlando at the Orlando Improv, and he lives there and he's still kicking ass. But he was my teacher, and we did 2 full courses and where they just tell you, like, write something about your family, which I wish they would have told you, be careful when you do
You might not want to get too personal.
I definitely did something that I wish I didn't.
Well, we all have, so you're good. You're good.
You spill some family beans on stage.
I just did like a fucked up joke about my aunt.
Mm.
And then like her ex's family all thought it all went viral with her ex's family.
Oh shit.
It's talking shit about her in like a fun way, but the wrong people thought it was too funny.
Well,
Oops.
no sense
And
of
I should
humor.
have told her, but my anxiety got so high that I didn't.
Yeah.
So she found out not through me. It's all newbie learning lessons the hard way. But it was awesome because like after the classes, your first shows were at the Orlando Improv, like a full packed improv.
Wow.
You just got like thrown in there. So that's how I started, by Saks being full, and then I just loved stand up after that.
Awesome. So your first shows were like shows at a full Orlando Improv.
Wow.
How was your first time on stage? How does it go?
It felt great to me now when I watch it back because I have them on DVDs, which is
Nice.
so cool. I sound like so green. I'm like, just like the cadence and everything, of course, is not good. But I mean,
You're learning.
Yeah.
you're learning.
I remember seeing that or hearing about it years ago, comedy school. And I'm like, how do you teach funny? But apparently they can.
They really just teach you how to write and
So
like how to hold a mic.
Yeah.
And just like some basics. They're pretty much just holding your hand through open mics.
I was gonna say, I don't think you can teach funny.
Well,
no matter what you do, you can't teach funny. You're either funny or you're not, but it's putting it together in a way that translates to sharing with people on stage,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
You definitely can't teach everybody.
Well, I would
I
imagine
think some people you just got to teach them to open up.
Yeah.
They can be funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's
you
why they
mentioned-
give like the prompts, like family member or something, homework assignment type things.
Right. Right.
Watch what you say. Which era of Saturday Night Live did you fall in love with
Oh yeah.
when you were growing up?
What was your era?
Oh, Molly Shannon is my
Ah.
number one.
Love
She's
her.
the best. And she was just on SNL a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh,
Just came
okay.
back to host because she's kicking ass like once again in acting. So they
Yeah.
had a host, and she's just so lovely. Like you're
Yeah.
like, that's who you want to be like. Someone who seems like they're super happy and proud of themselves and doing well and treats others well. I couldn't imagine Molly Shannon being mean, but who knows?
Who knows? But all I know is so many good characters on SNL. I mean, she was great.
one of
Yeah.
the best. Yeah.
So yeah, I loved her. So so that would have been like when it was Will Ferrell and Sherry O'Terry and those.
Yeah.
That was that group. Yeah.
Sherry
That's a good
O'Terry is
one.
another one. So
Yeah. Whatever
good.
happened to her? Does she still do stand up?
I know that she goes, sometimes she'll perform at the Groundlings
Okay.
and pop
Okay.
in there. But I don't
Nice.
know otherwise. I don't see her really on it much acting. But maybe
Yeah.
she is. There's so many careers that you just don't see what they're doing, like voiceover
Yeah.
or stuff like that. But
I could see her doing a lot of voiceovers.
Sure.
me
She was
too.
on, I didn't listen to it yet, but she was on David Spade and Dana Carvey's podcast.
Oh,
Oh,
really? I have to listen to that one.
Yeah, I don't know if I think Molly was on it as well.
yeah. They get a
They're
lot
bringing
of-
all their, the alumni on, and
Right.
it's fun listening to stories.
Yeah. Yeah. They're
David
good
Spade
storytellers.
is another, like one of my favorites from like just growing up watching Joe Dirt on repeat. I love that movie so much.
Right.
I love that movie too.
Like
just
Superstar and Joe Dirt. Oh yeah.
super.
Nice.
That was something. Joe Dirt too.
We don't have to go there.
We can, David, take it back.
The
Let's not make
sequels
it three.
rarely make it, right? So you go from when did you end up going from Florida out to LA then?
2013.
Okay.
It was like right after I graduated. I just waited like a few more months and then hit the road. And then I went to the Groundlings out here for a long time.
Okay.
So I was always juggling Groundlings and stand up, which they both got in each other's way constantly, but I know they helped each other. But at a point, it's like you kind of had to choose.
How different is the muscle between improv and stand up?
Like I said, it's completely different, but also exactly the same. If that makes any sense at all. Like,
Well, I would imagine the improv part will help you with any heckler issues you might have.
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
So I think it definitely was worth doing both, but it was just, they're both so time consuming, and I feel like they both need 100% of your time.
Okay.
That when I would get so into one, the other one would go in the back burner for a second. And then it's always like playing catch up.
So when you're with the groundlings, I mean, is that pretty much, do you have any time to do spots at that point? Or is that pretty much your, full-time?
Well, I was just in the classes. Like if you're like in Sunday company or main company, that's your life. That is full-time madness. But the classes, to me, they kind of took up a lot of my time, because then I would also coinciding take an outside sketch class that one of the teachers would teach, which would prep you for the final. But the funny thing is I just never took that class. I just got over the Groundlings and I was like, fuck this place. So after like spending like 7 years, my whole life like devoted, like SNL, the Groundlings, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't even want to finish the school anymore.
Is it just because stand-up was, you were just that much into stand-up?
Calling.
Yeah, like I just feel much better doing stand-up about myself. I'm just happier doing stand-up. So I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, it's just didn't
You
feel
present
like,
yourself as a very happy person.
yeah. So if something doesn't make me happy, which the Groundlings had a lot of darkness to it, even though it was not their fault.
Right.
Sure.
All of the process, I was like, I think I'm done.
Yeah, you definitely are one of the cheeriest, happiest comics to watch. I mean, you look like you're having the time of your life with every set, which is great.
Yes.
It's so fun. When I don't get enough shows, I had like a kind of a slow month last month, and I was like, what the hell? I get so sad because you're like you get your happiness on stage. And I got off like the first show I had after a couple weeks, and I was talking to my friend, and he was like, you seem so happy. I was like, yeah, I'm so freaking happy right now. I was like, I didn't have a show for like over like a week and a half or whatever. And I was like, it's just
Your happy place
it's
in front of
definitely-
people. Now,
Yeah.
withstanding mean hecklers, do you like having hecklers? Kind of, so you can feed back at them, or you'd rather everybody just
No.
shut the fuck up the whole
Shut
time?
the fuck up.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
You seem like you interact really well with them. That's why, and you can nail them. They need it if you needed to.
Yeah, you can deal with them, but it's just easier without it
Yeah.
because it's just a distraction.
sure.
And then typically the joke that you were saying when it happened, it's too weird to go back to. So you kind of just have to
Sure.
scrap it and you're like, darn it, I was working on that, or I love that joke, or
Just been seeing a lot of them lately that kind of incorporate it. It's part of their show. They start initiating with the crowd and want so they can feed back and forth. So that's why
yeah,
it seems like
it's become a problem.
So what does your writing process look like? Do you kind of come to the stage with your premises and kind of shoot up, or do you kind of write everything down? Not shoot up, shoot
what
up.
are you accusing her of? Shoot up.
I shoot up jokes all the
Yeah.
time.
Kind
Say
of
hi.
go, right on stage, or do you have? I mean, are you writing down everything before you?
So when I first started, which is probably what most people do when they first start, you write like a monologue, which is not good because then you sound like a robot on stage, just memorize lines.
Sure.
Oh, I'm so jealous of you guys right now. That's
We gotta have a backup. It's your fault. You suggested them.
I know. I appreciate you guys having them, but I'm still jealous.
And it's awesome because you are the first person to ever suggest a spicy margarita. So
Oh,
yeah, it's always
good
nice when
to
we get
you.
to try something different.
Yeah.
glad to suggest something. So writing nowadays, I'll have a premise, and the perfect position is if you have enough shows, you squeeze your new jokes into your current set and just see how the concept goes quickly. If it goes well, then keep working on it, and then just kind of just naturally just throw it in and just work on it on stage, off stage. But the best lines are always improvised on stage.
Sure.
Like if you have enough stage time, writing on stage is the best.
So
But
you just kind of have
Yeah.
you just have an outline of the joke in your head and let the joke kind of come to you on stage.
yeah, just have like passion behind it, know what you're trying to
Yeah.
get across, have some Bill Burr passion to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like he knows what he's saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
this is true. You ever write a joke and you're like, I love this joke. It's so freaking funny. And then it just doesn't get you the laugh that you want. And do you keep it going and adjust it? Or do you like, I don't care if you don't like it. I want to laugh.
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone just likes to hold on to those and just you let it go for a little bit, then you try it again and it still doesn't work. And you're like, damn it, thought maybe time was the problem.
Everybody's still stupid. God damn it. This is a good joke.
That's definitely a thing.
Yeah, that's gotta suck to write what you think is just like this brilliant. I think if I were a stand-up and I did that, I'd be like, I'm still gonna tell it. Like if they don't, who cares?
Yeah.
It entertains me.
These days, I feel like my trick to that is I'll just clip it and post it because I'll be like, all right, let it die.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a good idea. That's a good way to put it.
Put it out there, and
put it out there and film it and be done with it.
Yeah. And then probably still try to bring it back again. We'll
I mean,
see.
you never know when it's finally gonna hit.
Keep it alive. What the
True.
hell?
So
Louis C.K. once said how like a lot of his longer jokes end up just turning into like tags or just quick one-liners
oh, okay.
later on, like when he brings them back.
They just get condensed that far where they're just kind of the hitter from the
Like
from
a
the joke.
throwaway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you anticipate when you moved out there to get into movies as well? Writing and directing and acting and
I guess not. I mean, yes and no. I've never focused on it. But I guess in the back of your mind, you're like, yeah, that's part of it. So
we're big horror movie fans, so got to ask about Chop Chop. And I have to admit, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to because I just love that genre of movie. So how'd you get hooked up with that?
well, gotta tell you this. Speaking of chop chop,
Oh,
I
no.
got chopped out of the scene.
Oh, come on. Forget it.
The
I'm not watching it now.
whole scene. It was a pretty big scene. I mean, it was only one scene, but it was me and the other girl, like the beginning, like
Okay.
when, like, but yeah, I got chopped. But I actually got that role through stand up,
Okay.
which is cool because you typically don't think that you would book a scary movie from your stand up.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So have you
But-
ever seen the whole, have you watched the whole movie, or are you like, fuck that movie?
You know, I didn't. I was going to, and then I wasn't even like I wasn't bitter or anything. That happens all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well, now I know I got why I got a 3.2 out of 10 on IMDb. All
They
right.
would have got a 4.
At least,
it
At
was
least.
kind of
4, goddamn.
It
14.
was fun though.
Yeah.
Was it fun film? Did you get, obviously you got killed, right?
We did get killed, but not on camera.
Okay. All right. So
Okay.
you didn't get to do your death scene.
No, maybe one day.
Yeah.
Was that, do you like
did
horror
play-
movies?
That was the only horror movie I do. Honestly, I would rather do the complete opposite, like rom-coms or just comedic, like silly, goofy movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was cool. I'm gonna be in a short film, not a short film, a indie film, feature film. Should be coming out. I think they're just looking for distribution, but I play a goth girl.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna talk about that. I saw the picture of you. And I was like,
Oh yeah. That
Yeah.
was the one. I would play a goth girl every day.
yeah. Is that like the teenage you?
Yes, that's
Okay.
why it's so easy to play. I can
Nice.
play awkward or goth really easily.
Nailed it.
So that's called Rocky's Galaxy.
Yeah.
And what's the premise behind the movie?
Yeah, it didn't
What's
say
it?
in the.
It's like they said like a sci-fi Clerks.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, interesting.
Clerks is a good start for sure.
And
Might
so
as well do it
just-
in space.
right? Because they work at the comic book store and then aliens love
right.
comic books, I guess.
All right.
Of course.
I like it. I
Of
like
course. And you got to work with Michael Pear.
Yeah, he was so nice.
Yeah.
He was there for 2 days of the shooting.
Okay. I'm just from the 80s. Love him from Eddie and the Cruisers.
Yeah, a lot of people on set were very excited he was there.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you even know what that is?
Nope, but
Nope.
I got to meet him.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, don't worry about it. When he brought it up before we started, I'm like, I don't know who that is. I have no idea who you're talking about. So
So I was like, yeah, a lot of people were on set that he was there. I was like, this guy's nice.
that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, this guy's a giant movie nerd. So all these movie facts,
So I got Eddie and the Cruisers 1 and 2 and Streets of Fire with him in it. And
There
the
you go.
Philadelphia Experience. So I've got probably a half a dozen movies with him in it.
All right.
It's a lot.
Yeah, well, I like him.
So we've had Sarah Fatimi on the show, and we saw you
Oh,
did
nice.
some Disney princess shorts. How did that come about? Is that still, are you guys still doing more of those, or?
And who
She
came
did-
up with the concept?
That was all Sarah. So she did that at her college.
Okay.
And she got to use all of their equipment and everything, which was awesome. And she just asked me to do Belle. But that was, I think, one of the most fun things I've done out of everything.
Yeah.
I think 'cause all of the girls are super funny. And it was just
They
done
were.
like super professional. And yeah, I just had a nice time doing that. And Sarah's so sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when it's Zoom like that, I'm assuming it was done during the lockdown and everything. Or
Oh,
no?
so we did, that was just for fun later. We did like a
Okay.
full one, a full in-person shoot before the lockdown, before we were
Oh,
locked
okay.
Oh,
down. And
I didn't
I'll
see
have to
that one.
send it to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then
I
since we were all bored, she was like, you guys want to just hop on Zoom,
did- do another one. Yeah.
do it again?
That's fun.
And was that all improv? Or did you?
Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
what we're doing. I think we all lost our minds by then.
A little bit. But,
I keep
when you
telling-
have a princess farting on camera, it's something for that,
Yeah, you guys have to watch the real one. Don't count the Zoom one.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna track down the real one then, because I couldn't find. That's the only one I found. So
Yeah, the real one was good. She went like full on professional shoot with that. And she did all of the work.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll
Yeah, and I mean, that's not a small amount of work to do something like that, I would imagine. I mean,
princesses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
princess hair and makeup. I
all
was
the
like,
costumes.
okay.
Wow.
Which the makeup for the goth was the craziest because they did my whole body white. So that took a while.
Oh,
Oh,
geez.
okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I was
wasn't
here-
expecting that.
You're like, well, you're in California. You get sun, so you're probably not white enough for them.
No, I'm Italian too, so I can't. You can't have a tan goth, an Italian goth.
Right. Yeah. Paint it all out. Yeah.
How fun though, the goth. And then was looking around on Hoo Ha Ha channel and
Oh
watching a
yeah.
lot of your clips there, which are funny. The campfire ghost and boys, again with a
yeah.
bunch of other female comedians. Do you just write that ahead of time and say, let's film it up, or where's the
That
ideas?
one, yeah, that one I wrote. That was the first thing I wrote and filmed, like did everything myself and hired everyone.
Oh.
But that I was in this acting class that was a long time ago. And I was with all these like super talented, like friendly girls. And I was like, I have to write something for all of us to do together. And they were all just down and it was just fun. We just did it at like the back of my apartment. And I had this guy film it who was at my gym and he was just like, I just picked everyone that I knew that just had all the hookups and we just did it one night. And that was when like ghosting was new. Like, what is ghosting?
Right.
So are all those stories personal experiences?
I think that was just me writing real weird, just going to that gray area of strangeness.
There's a nice twist on the ghosting.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was fun. The other I Can't Quit You.
Which one was it?
I Can't Quit You.
What was that? Oh, the Chipotle
The
one.
burrito.
Burrito. I actually used to have an addiction to Chipotle, which is why I did that one.
An addiction.
It was bad. I just had to have Chipotle every day.
Oh my gosh.
How long did this go on for?
Years. It was my high school graduation. We went to Chipotle. I just like had to have Chipotle multiple
Oh my gosh.
all the time. And then if I'd have a bad Chipotle, I'd be like, that means I just need to redo it and get another. Like I wouldn't just be like, it was really bad. You feel like shit. Stop. It was like, no, it's better than that. Tomorrow, redeem it. And
Okay.
I don't know what's in that.
Crack.
Yeah.
Did you have an intervention with your family?
With myself, I would set guidelines like you're not allowed to go to Chipotle for 6 months, and I'd stick to it.
All right, so be honest. When was the last time you had Chipotle?
It actually was at an airport, but it was a while ago. Maybe like a few months ago.
You got
I love
you got
that
your
that's the addiction.
you got your 2-month chip.
Yeah.
I started
can't
over.
have it. I can't have it because then I want it again. So I try to just make like bowls at home to mock
Well, now
it.
that makes the video even funnier when you're gazing at the burrito.
Yeah, that idea didn't come from just nowhere.
Oh,
Really weird. And if you're wondering, no, Chipotle doesn't upset my stomach because you say you have Chipotle a lot. It sounds really weird.
Eventually, your stomach just becomes used to it. It's like I'm here for you.
Right? I think so.
Yeah.
I was watching it going, all right,
What the hell is she?
what's going to be there when she turns the camera? There's going to be something. What is it? Last thing I thought it was a burrito.
Yeah.
So how's the bedwetting issue?
So far this year, so good.
Okay.
I haven't wet the bed in a minute. It was funny when I moved, I offered because my mattress was like only 2 years old and I had a really nice mattress. And I told my friend Caleb, I was like, do you want it? I really don't want to throw it out. And then I forgot that like I had a giant stain on it from one time. And it ended up being, it was from a night that my friend Caleb and I went out and drank too much. So I was like, this is your fault. Take the bed. if it wasn't for you that night, we would not, the bed would be perfect. And he's
Just
like,
flip it over.
yeah, he was like, I don't care. Anyways, like I'll bleach it.
All right.
But yeah, it's so far, yeah, I'm pretty excited. No Chipotle, no wetting the bed. It's been a really good year.
You're making some strides.
Right.
I know.
2023 is your year.
New place, wow.
The-
Well,
Not to
here.
brag, not trying to brag.
Well, I think you can. I think you can. Where I did want to, speaking of the bedwetting and assuming with the drinking, and do you have some good college stories of wedding
Oh, yeah.
multiple
definitely.
beds or?
I peed so many beds. I peed Ubers on the way home from bars when you pass out
Oh,
in college.
is that the same fine as puking in the Uber?
I think you get away with the pee more.
Okay.
You just don't tell them.
You just puking. No.
Yeah.
All right.
It's hard to hide that.
Were you ever at a friend's house and you're dozing off and you're like, no, you can't fall asleep on my bed.
I used to tell my friends, I'd be like, put me in the tub. I like, let me just sleep in the bathroom or the bathtub.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to deal with this tomorrow.
Don't let me pass out. Whatever you do, get me on a hard surface before I pass out.
Yeah.
I'll even take the bathroom floor.
Anything. I just don't want to ruin somebody's anything. But still, like if I'll fall asleep on the couch and I'll just flip it because I'm so scared to still tell people when I do it.
Why she left early, really fast in the morning.
Yeah.
You're just like praying it dries. You're like, ah.
Did you have any reservation about talking about this during your stand-up? Was this ever a thing that you're like, I can't, this is one I can't do?
I think no, because I guess I've gotten so comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Although I'm saying when I wake up, I still don't want to tell anyone. I don't mind talking about it, but no one likes getting in trouble. You're still getting in trouble. Even if your friend's nice, it's like you feel like a dog.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
I had a friend of mine get really drunk one night and open the closet door and piss in our closet. So
I've heard a lot of guys that do that. He did it?
No, it wasn't him. It was I actually have more than one friend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now you're the one bragging.
Yeah. I mean, I can't prove it. Nobody will admit to it, but I think I have more than one. So. That's why we do these things.
Yeah.
I have somebody else to talk to.
Right?
But
That's why I
typically-
do mine. And to drink.
And
to drink. There you go. So you still like to drink?
Yeah.
Because I like to.
I love to drink. I'm trying these days, which never makes it past Wednesday. But I usually say I'm going to try to wait till the weekend.
Okay. So we would have been a bad influence.
Tuesday.
Yeah, we'd have been a bad influence.
I'm just kidding. If it wasn't for last week drinking a lot, then this week I would have. But it's so hard with stand-up because everywhere you go, you're like, here's your free drink, have whatever you want. And you're like, okay.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of a drinking sport, right? Stand-up is, I mean, that's what you're going to do. Yeah.
Probably why there's so many sober comics. They just had too many free drinks.
Right. Eventually it just
coming out of rehab.
Yeah. So are you I know you make the funny edible video. Do you use edibles and marijuana as well?
Not really.
No,
Once in a while, because that's another thing we get for free a lot.
I would imagine.
So when I get free stuff, I'll be like, I guess I should smoke tonight, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, just once in a while when I'm in the mood.
Yeah.
But typically, I like to drink more.
I'm with you there. I was going to ask how with the smoking, how does that affect your ADHD? Because it seems like you got a tad of it.
Yeah,
You talked about it.
I was going to say, did you just diagnose her with ADHD?
That's so funny. No, I've talked about it. I don't talk at all. It does the opposite. It just makes me more mute. That's why, like, when I smoke, it's better like alone around no one and just watching TV. Like if I just want to call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw on Chop Chop.
My favorite movie.
I'm so disappointed that I can't watch it now.
No, I don't want to
Rocket's
watch it.
Galaxy comes out. That one I'll be in.
Perfect. There's no way they can cut you out of this one. You got too big a part, right?
Yeah, I've seen the final.
All right, good.
Minute.
Perfect.
It's not that it's a huge part, but it's in there.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, and the one thing I struggle with is a lot of people make these when we interview make short films, and there's nowhere to find a lot of them. So you were in quite a few, and it seems like a lot of just fun ones. Do you know where to find some of them, especially the ones that you wrote?
Did I take them off
Shadow
my YouTube?
Unseen? I did not see it.
You have like a handful of videos on your YouTube, I think, but other than your podcast, there's only like 5 or 6 other videos.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go in moods where I unlist things.
Sure. Yeah. We've talked about it. We want to like create a website for just short films like that, like where people can put all their short films and yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea. I think what was the other? Oh, that one I was in with Morgan J. Why am I forgetting the name of it? That one, I don't know where that one is. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they're all over the place because if it's not something that I did, then it's whoever wrote and directed it is housing it, which is probably their YouTube. I'm sure Sarah's is on hers.
Sure.
Okay.
So growing up in Florida, did you get a lot of good Florida guy stories for your stand-up? I mean,
No.
Florida's pretty notorious for.
I have a lot of Florida jokes.
Yeah.
It's not like Florida man. I feel like that's in more like redneck parts of Florida.
Okay. All right.
Like more northern although it's not true because the 2 guys at 8 Faces, one was 30 minutes north of my mom's and one was 30 minutes south of my mom's.
Oh, wow.
That was a big bath salt year. Do you guys remember that one?
I do. I forgot I didn't realize there was 2 of them. I just remember the one, but.
Yeah, there's 2.
Oh.
Very close to each other, which is weird, but I guess it was trending. So.
Yeah, that was the drug for a while.
So weird.
Yeah. I feel like whatever it was has kind of gone away. I don't know. You'd never hear about it anymore, but.
No, I guess people were like, if I'm going to do a drug, I don't think I want one that makes me eat a face.
Right. Yeah, that's yeah.
I want one that makes like a stoner, like you could eat a lot of things and not faces.
You could eat Chipotle's. Why would you want to eat your face?
Yeah, totally. That's another reason I don't smoke. I'm like, I'm gonna order Chipotle.
DoorDash.
Yeah. Not good.
Yeah, that's got to be bad after bars. Thank God they're not open late, or are they? Or by you?
No, they're still closed at like 10.
Ooh, shoo.
Thank God.
Then you don't want a late night Chipotle. No.
Taco Bell either, but it doesn't stop me. But
I got to ask you about one of your guests because I absolutely love the guy, and I'm jealous that you had Johnny Mitchell on.
Yeah, Johnny.
Do you know him well?
Yeah, I actually have known him since I moved here.
Okay.
He's one of the guys. That's why I was so like I said to him when he was on my podcast how proud I am of him because it's awesome when you see. I don't know the word struggling, but it feels like we're all struggling for so long.
Yeah.
And he's always been pivoting and trying to figure out what works for him. And I see him trying new things, and you're like you'll see, like I still am trying to hit my followers. I'm having a hard time.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of work and luck and all these different things. But I'm like, he was right there too. I was like, Johnny should have more followers. Like, there's no reason he doesn't. There's a lot of people like that you feel that way.
Yeah.
And then I saw him doing it and I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, his content, the Connect is, I mean, some of the best content on YouTube. I mean, obviously not funny, but I mean, he makes some of it funny. I mean, it's not supposed to be funny, but just great content. He makes great content in his stand-up. I mean, his stand-up is great too. So
he's always really fun to watch, and he's always trying new things on stage, and you never know what he's gonna say.
Well, he's got to be fearless. I mean, with what he's already gone through, he's got to be. I mean, what is stage like?
Yeah, he's already had people come rush him on stage.
Yeah, I saw that video. I saw, or at least one of those videos. Have you ever had a heckler situation that you were scared or anything?
No, the only thing closest I could think of was a while ago at like an open mic. There was someone with a fake name that just gave off like shooter vibes.
Oh.
And I was like, and I called the owner and had him come. And it turned out it was a fake name. And he followed this one girl out. And like, there was tons of sketchy things about him. So my radar was on.
Yeah. Well, that's
Sure.
good.
But
It's gotta
that
be.
was, luckily nothing happened or anything. But that's like the scariest nothing happened still kind of thing I could think of. But no one going on the stage.
That's good.
Good.
That's good. It seems
hate
like
to
it's
hear that.
becoming more and more. You're seeing more and more videos of it. So, I mean, it's just a crazy thing that people think that
They have the right to do.
somebody telling a joke is can get
I don't get
punched.
why they even go to a comedy club if they're, why are you going if you think you're going to be offended?
Right.
I wonder like if it's like multiple things. Like
Sure.
one, people are recording more things, just like we see more bad news now because there's more people, I don't
Right.
know,
Yeah.
phones and everything. So I don't know if it's the cameras are all out or mix of people's like PC culture. I think it's just a bunch of things all happening at once.
Yeah.
It does seem that it came to a head. Yeah.
Yeah. It does.
They're just losing their minds. But yeah, why are they there?
Yeah.
Who
Well,
knows?
right. I've never understood that.
That
We've
doesn't make sense.
been to a handful of shows. I mean, not a handful of shows, but I've had at least one or two experiences at comedy clubs where you're like, what are you like? Why are you here if this is how you're gonna, But again, you probably rather deal with that than the drunk who doesn't shut up for the whole show and you just got like, at least if So I don't know. People are nuts.
It's part of it for sure. Just have to figure it out. Well, hopefully, like most clubs, but not all, will just take them out.
Yeah.
But you can't always count on that.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah.
I see you directed a short film as well. Punnet's Funeral.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that. You forget about things after a while.
And that's been a common thing when we talk to people, because we're new. You're new to us. We're looking at stuff and we're excited.
Well, that kind of stuff is new for
and
sure.
I see that name. I'm like, I want to see that. So I was looking around for it, and I'm like, oh well. So you tried your hand at directing. Did you enjoy that? And
Yeah. That one was easy. I just like filmed it, but the shoots didn't change much. So I just helped like by watching the camera, just tell them what to change and stuff. But also those two are like really good comedians with improvising. They're from the Groundlings.
okay,
So that was easy to do.
Yeah.
seemed
But
like
yeah,
a bunch of your short films. There was a lot of connections, same people within working together.
yeah. That's always fun to do. Just trying to be like Adam Sandler.
You got your little right. You got your little crew of people, and when you all
Mhm.
hit, you hit at the same time.
That
So
would be great.
right. That's nice.
Are you writing any more movies coming up? You have any in the works?
I feel like since I've started the podcast, it takes up, as you guys know, so much time.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of just been like my main priority. But now that I'm getting it in the swing and it going, I feel like soon I'll be able to add on another layer again. My friend just offered too to help me do a short film that is DP and really talented because he just wrapped one up and he's like, let's do something. And I'm like,
Nice.
I'm overwhelmed. But
Yeah.
I definitely want to do another one soon. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it is. You look forward to the nights of recording. I don't know what I do. So I
Recording,
love the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything else kind of sucks, but
Prep leading up to it, asking.
Yeah,
I mean,
editing and everything.
yeah,
bugging all your friends. Come on my show. Come on.
yeah,
I feel like typically though, it always makes you feel good, like when people have a good time, and you're like, oh,
yeah, for sure. And
well, and let's mention your podcast because it is. You guys are, your gals are just having a good time when you're talking.
She does have men on.
She does, yes, but I see most.
But the girls have more fun.
The
Girls,
yeah,
just want to have fun.
Right.
Misery Loves Mandy. Want to make sure I get the name out there. It's fun to watch. And how do you prep for that? Do you guys talk beforehand what you want to touch on, or you just go?
I'll send them my blurb, like of what to prep for. So we go over the weekly wiener, which is the person that bugged them that week or the thing that bugged them. And then we just talk about 2 stand-up like miserable moments in life that they made into a stand-up story,
Hmm.
or one
Mhm.
that they didn't make into a story that just didn't work or
Yeah.
isn't working. The guy who Joey Bragg, he's going to be on this week. He's coming up. His is going to be posted tomorrow.
Okay.
His story blew me away.
Oh,
That's not working as a joke. And I'm like, so many people, the one that they say is not working as a joke, I'm like, you have to figure this out.
Yeah. Get it
I get
figured
why
out.
I get why it's not working, but figure it out because it's so good.
Right. How much do you guys help each other when you have something like that and you're like, I know this can be a good, funny joke, but for some reason I can't get it there. Do you guys kind of do you write with anybody or,
Well, my boyfriend's a comic, so that's helpful.
there you
So
go.
we usually help.
Bounce off each other. Yeah. Yeah.
Or like a friend will come in with a tag or just see a better angle at something. But yeah, when you're trapped, you need some clean, fresh perspective on it
Yeah.
to see, which is why I like on my podcast, sometimes I'll say something that will help them like, oh, wait, maybe I will try this now. It's not the point of it. I'm not trying to like write people like,
sure.
you should do this. Sometimes I
Yeah.
hear myself like, this should be a joke.
Right.
But I think when you do get a line, sometimes that's all you need. It's just one line to change it.
Yeah. And I would think as long as it's a good working comedian who suggests it, it's probably easy to take. Like if him and I were to tell you, that one you were trying to do, you should just add this. You'd probably, what, shut the fuck up.
No, anyone can say it
Yeah, I would.
besides someone that you hate, which not you guys.
You got some comedy beefs. We don't need to know names, but you got some comedy beefs.
No, actually, I don't. Surprisingly, this is like the nicest community.
Well, I was going to say, you seem too happy and sweet to have beefs.
Yeah, there's no beef. People I don't have the energy to hang out with because I'm too tired. That's
Sure.
really
Sure.
That's my biggest beef. I just don't have the time.
And I'm wearing my people pleaser shirt. I got my Chase O'Donnell special shirt on.
It.
We love Chase. We've had her on a couple times. I loved her on yours.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
She's gonna come back on mine soon too.
Awesome.
She's one of the sweetest people I think in LA.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I think, how does she survive in LA? She seems like she would just get chewed up and spit out, but she's doing it. She's doing it, man.
She's doing it well.
Yeah, she's growing. She's growing for sure. So it's awesome to see. So what's next for you? What do you spot after spot after spot?
Yeah, I'm going to New York and Philly at the end of the month.
Oh, nice.
Oh, fun.
San Diego and San Diego next month. And then I'm just doing the podcast, and you'll see my new reels that I'm gonna try.
Yeah, awesome.
Pivot to. I do the Johnny Mitchell pivot. That's what he did.
Right.
See if those take off. You'll see them weird at first and get better. Warning. And yeah, just those three things, and that's I think all for now. And maybe hopefully get some more acting stuff. And now I have the motivation to write another short.
There you go.
There we go. I like it.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for coming and spending some time with us. We really appreciate it.
It's been
Thank
fun.
you.
It's been fun getting to know you.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
You as well. Thank
We'll be
you.
checking you out. You ever have anything to promote and you want to come back, let us know. We'd love to have you back on. So
I appreciate it. I'll have to send you guys some merch.
Oh, great. We will be sending you a tank top. So I'll hit you up and we'll send you something. So yeah, we appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Enjoy your night.
You too. Enjoy those margaritas.
All right.
So far, so good.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you for listening. The tavern is closed for now, but we'd love to have you back for more fun next time. Seriously though, get your asses out of here.